What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you who are new, this is Native Outdoors. My name is David Cardoso, and right now I got my saddle hunting gear laid out. We're almost going to start season. It actually starts in a week, so I figured it's a really good time to show you guys my 2024 saddle hunting gear that I'm going to be using for this season. I got it all laid out here in front of me. It's a little bit windy and rainy today, but we're gonna make do with what we got. I'm here actually at a natural area that I came to where I have a little bit of privacy. I can show you guys everything, how I climb the tree, what gear I'm using, and what my process is for getting in the tree and getting saddled up. Before we do that, I'm just gonna show you guys this here. I am rocking same thing as last year. This is my saddle. It's a Tethrd lockdown. I really like this saddle because it has integrated pockets. These pockets are super large, and they allow me to just keep all of my stuff in here. I am doing what's called the one stick method of saddle hunting, so I'll show you guys what that looks like now when we get to the tree. But pretty much here it is. This is my only stick that I carry. It is a Out on a Limb Manufacturing Big Bob. I actually have a video review of this stick. I'll put the link in the description right above here. I'll put the link right here and in the description. But that's my stick, that's my bag, that's how I transport it, and my saddle, and I mean really just my boots. I'm going with these this year. These are the Lite boots. Really recommend these. They're very, very lightweight, and I think they fit this video really good because if we want to talk about mobile hunting, I mean a good pair of Lite boots really just allows you to be more mobile because it you know, they don't weigh you down or anything. They're super nice. But with that being said, let's go ahead and gear up and get out there. Let's get to a tree and let's climb up, and I'll show you guys exactly what my process is for one sticking and how it just allows me to be a lot more mobile as a hunter to hopefully bring me some success this season. So let's go. Okay, so before we even get in the woods, I went ahead and put all my stuff on so you guys can just see. This is it. That's all I got. I mean, obviously minus my bow or my gun, whatever I'm bringing. This is my entire kit right here. You guys can see how well it packs up. I got my hands free, so I can use, like, let's say I'm walking in, I can use my bow if I come across something. You know, I can still shoot while wearing this. Another thing is, if you decide, oh, I don't have a spot, I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna look for some sign and sit on the best sign, you could totally do that while wearing this, and kind of spot and stalk on your way to a tree. Because like I said, I mean, this is very wearable, very walkable, it's super easy, and that's why I just think that it adds to that being a mobile hunter thing. You know, you just have a whole lot more mobility than if you were carrying a really big climber or a lock-on or anything like that. So this is just way more efficient. But enough of the parking lot, let's go ahead. It's raining, so we're gonna make do with what we got, but let's get in the woods and let's go find a tree and let's go get saddled up. So quick pause because it is raining pretty hard right now, so I'm gonna give it a few minutes and wait for it to pass, but I figured this is the perfect time to share with you guys the verse of the day. It comes from Revelation chapter 3 verse 20. Says, "Here I am, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person and they with me." What a great verse, guys. I think that verse is a really good verse for if someone maybe is a new believer or, you know, just kind of wants to understand how the gospel works. And that's really what it's saying in that verse is, the Lord prepares a table. So think of it spiritually. The Lord prepares a table for you. Why a table? Because if you think about it, when you eat dinner with your family, when you eat dinner with your loved ones, that's a special moment. That's a moment where you can share and you can be with the people that you love. And God is comparing it the same way, meaning when you come to him, when you accept him, he's at the door, he's knocking at your heart. And when you accept him, he will open the door for you. You're now part of his family. Bible says, you know, we're all creation, but not all creation are sons and daughters. A lot of people got that backwards. They think that, oh yeah, I'm a son of God or I'm a daughter of God. But realistically, you know, we're not sons and daughters until we recognize him as our father. And that's why it says that when we accept him, when we open the door for him, then he will come in and he will eat with us. He'll sit at our table. He prepares a table for us so that we can dine with him, meaning we're part of his family. We're under his wing. And that's really what that verse means. So for those of you guys who have either never heard about God, or maybe you're on the fence about, you know, you've heard about God, someone's spoken to you and you've been curious. I mean, I'm here to tell you today, that's exactly how it is. When you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior in your life, he will dine with you. There's a verse that actually says that he prepares a table for you in the presence of your enemies. So you have the Lord's like umbrella over your life, his favor, his grace over your life. So that's what I want to bring to you guys today, is just invite the Lord to your life if you haven't already, and you can take part in being part of this family together with God. So we're gonna let this rain pass. It's really coming down now, and then we're gonna walk in and get saddled up. All right, guys, so just pulled up here to a perfect little pine tree. Should have brought some bug spray. The mosquitoes are out after this rain, but just to kind of show you guys, here's our tree. And so what you're usually looking for with this is, they say, about a basketball size tree. So it's pretty much perfect. I've gone into trees a lot thinner, like that one. That's more like a volleyball, maybe smaller. But yeah, this tree will be perfect for our example. So I just pulled up to the tree here. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my backpack. So I take my backpack off. I'm gonna set it down right here at the base of the tree, because right now what I want to do is I want to get that platform out and I want to get my ropes out. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the GoPro on my head and walk you guys through the process. All right, I'm gonna try to do all this quick because I'm working against the rain, but I'm gonna go ahead and take off my stick here, lay it aside, dig into my bag, and I got my knee pads right here. So these are the Tethrd knee pads. They're really nice, really comfortable. Definitely, if you're going to get into saddle hunting, this is one of those things you do not want to neglect on, is your knee pads. You need knee pads. Absolutely need knee pads for this, because it will destroy your knees. I'm gonna put these on and get to climbing. All right, so first thing we got to do here, we take our stick. We're gonna unravel all of this stuff, just get it ready. I've always been trying to find a better method to do this, because this takes a little long, but it's fine. So here on this stick, I actually fully customized this stick when I ordered it, and I got this aider here. It's a two-step aider. I think they're about 15 inches apart. And what that allows me to do is I can put this, I try to make it to where the bottom aider is right at my knee. Now I'm gonna put this here, go around the tree like so, and go right up into my cam cleat. See, I can go a little higher because it's gonna sink down. Go right into my cam cleat, pressure on this, and that'll be ready to go. You can see I can step into that very easily. So the next thing we got to do is we got to dig into our pouch here, and we have our tether. And again, guys, this is the one stick method for climbing a tree. We are not using multiple sticks with this method. What's nice about this is you don't have to carry that much stuff. And then I'll show you when we get down how nice it is. So this will go around my neck like that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and step up into the tree, grab it right here, take my next step on the aider, my next step on the platform, and I'm here. Now, before I even get on that top platform, what I like to do is grab my rope, my tether rope. I'm gonna go around here, clip it into this, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my bridge on my tether. And now I'm clipped into the tree. I'll go ahead and secure this D-ring. And that's it. We are officially tethered to the tree. Just like that. Make sure I have enough rope. There you go. That's our first step. So we just came probably about 7 feet off the ground right here. And you guys can see I am perfectly secure in this tree. So now in order to advance and do our next step, pretty simple. We're gonna come over here. I like to bring this at about eye level, and I'll go just slightly off to the side like that. I'll go ahead and give myself a little bit of slack line, come off to the side of the tree. Here you can see why these knee pads are important, because we're gonna use them. Or you can like bear hug the tree, but we'll reach down. And what's nice about this stick is it has this grab handle. I reach up, pull out the cam cleat, and now I'm just advancing onto my next climb. And you guys can see I am pretty much free hanging off the tree right now, fully hanging from that tether. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my next step of the tree, go around, cam cleat in, put the pressure, my knee grabs the tree, and there you are, next step on the aider. This part's a little bit tricky, you just gotta maneuver around the tree, but you grab it like so, and you bring your tether up with you. So again, I'm doing this before I'm even on my next step, because what I wanna do is I wanna always make sure that I got height on this tether so that it comes up with me and it's bearing my weight at all times. And there we are. Make this tight, and we're at our next step. We're at about 12 feet right here. You guys can see I'm perfectly comfortable in this spot. All right, so for the purpose of demonstration, I'm not gonna do another step because you guys get the point. We're pretty much following the process all the way through. So same thing, I would just take this, hug the tree a little bit, move it off to the side, let my weight go down, hug the tree like this, and then I can work again to bring that next step up. Another good thing is, like if let's say I wanted to be on this side of the tree, well obviously my stand is directly behind me, but I can very easily grab that stand and put it here or on this side, and then I can work my way around the tree that way. I can do a full 360 degree around the tree with this tether because I am completely attached to this tether. I'm not going anywhere. That's the good thing about a saddle, is that in a climber or in a lockdown or in a lock on, you have a harness, and that harness is for when you fall, it will catch you. With a saddle, they're made so that you cannot fall. You will not fall from here as long as you are clipped in correctly and everything is done correctly. So that's why I really like the saddle. It's just a safer system than anything else that I have tried for now. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys now how I set my stuff up to get ready and get comfortable. So now that I'm where I want to be, I'm gonna go ahead and just get my safety in place first and foremost. And I'm going to grab, I have in here my secure strap here. So I like to come around and do a Prusik hitch basically. So I'm coming, I go around my clip and I secure that. And now that Prusik, if this were to slide, you see how that Prusik is going to bite this right here. So I have actually a short explaining how I do that as well. I'll go ahead and link that also. But now that I'm at this height and this is where I want to be, one thing I did forget to do was I forgot to attach my hoist to my bag, which is right here. So usually what I would do is, before even climbing the tree, once this I'll do immediately after I place my platform, but I clip this to my bag, and then I run one side of it through my saddle like that. So what I'll do is, let's say this one is on my bag and this is my bow or my gun. The whole time I'm climbing, this is coming up with me the whole time. And then very easily for me, like let's just pretend my bag was on here, I just pull this up and I already got my bag up with me, and then I have my my bow on the other one. Very important that you have one of these, because this is what's going to allow us to get out of the saddle, well, to get our rope back once we go ahead and get down from the tree. But I'll show you guys how to do that after. So we secured ourselves into the saddle. Now we're going to go ahead and start to get our stuff ready. So I have this. This is called the Tethrd HYS strap. I really like this strap. I'm going to show you guys why right now. So basically, this is what I hang all my gear off of. You guys can see I have all these little S clips and D clips on here. And what I like to do is I'll find the Tethrd logo, I'll put it in front of me, come around, here's our clip, and it just goes into one of these, and then you just cinch that down, and that's not going anywhere. So from this point, here's where I'll hang my bow. So I have this clip right here. I'll probably put that there or on this one, depending on where it sits. My bow will sit right there, and I'll have easy access to it right here with my left hand, which is the hand I grab my bow with. And then I can shoot or do whatever I'm gonna do from here. Over here is where I'm gonna hang my bag. So again, bear with me, I completely forgot to grab my bag, but I'll grab my bag up here and I'll hang it to this strap right here. And my bag will sit here open, and I can use that as a pouch. A lot of mosquitoes, but I can use that as a pouch to store stuff, binoculars, whatever you may want, snacks, right there. So this is really nice, and you can actually use this system. You can put clips on this and hang your bag off that if you want it to sit lower. Up to you. Some people put this above their tether, some people put it below. I like it kind of right there. And one thing you'll notice is my tether right now is pretty much at chin height, and that's what I have found to be the most comfortable. Some people will put it a little higher, some people will put it right here. Really, that is completely up to you. I can't tell you guys to do it one way or another, because I don't, that's just what I like to do. Some people like to leave themselves a little bit more tether length. Some people like to bring it up all the way nice and tight. Really, it's just going to change where you're feeling the pressure on the saddle. So about pressure on the saddle, if you're a slimmer guy, I have some buddies that are a little bit thicker than me, and they have told me they don't have this problem too much, but definitely I do, and some other friends of mine that are thin like me, is hip pinch. So what is hip pinch? Hip pinch is when the saddle is pinching up against you like this, because you guys can see it is grabbing us. The saddle is literally holding us together. So it can tend after a while to hurt right here in the hips. So I have this little tool that I ordered off of Genesis 3D printing, and it's basically what it is. It's a hip pinch eliminator. So you just put it in right here and right here, and there you go. It widens that saddle for us, and this just allows me to be a lot more comfortable. It's designed to flex. When you're shooting your bow, it will flex. You guys can see I can move this way, I can move that way, I can move all the way around, and it's still going with me. And let's say you feel like you don't want it to be there, just pop it out and let it hang right there. It has this little securing strap so that it won't go anywhere. And now I'm back to just my regular saddle so that I can work all the way around the tree if I have to. And that's really just the benefit of the saddle, is that you guys can see, I mean, I am all the way around this tree. So this is my strong side. So let's pretend I have a bow right here. Look at this. I can shoot all the way around, continue to work, continue to work, continue to work, continue to work, all the way back to where I started. So if a deer is coming, I can really shoot him from any position that he walks in. And it's why the saddle is so versatile. It really just allows you to be more mobile and just gives you more opportunities. If you think about it, when you're in a climber, you're looking one way, and it's really dangerous to shoot behind you or slightly to the sides of you. Like, let's say I'm in a climber right now and I'm looking this way, and you turn around, now you're putting pressure on the side of your climber to try to shoot at something that's directly behind you. And that's the big no-no with climbers, because they work off of your body weight on a downforce against those cables. So the saddle, I mean, like I said, you guys can work all the way around. You guys can see I'm using my knees, I'm using the platform. That platform is bit, it's not going nowhere. And you can work all the way around the tree to get as comfortable as you need. And it's quiet. Right now I'm not trying to be so quiet, but look. Extremely quiet. The deer aren't going to hear it. So if I see a deer and he's coming, you know,
I'm right here and I can see that there's a deer working that way over there. He hasn't seen me. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab my bow. I'm gonna slightly move over here. I'm gonna hug this part of the tree. Boom, now I have a perfect ability to be able to shoot in that direction. So that's really nice. But as far as being in the saddle, this is pretty much it. I mean, there's not much else to it. Like I said, it's a shame that I forgot to grab my bag and bring it up here so that I can show you guys what it looks like once it's actually hung up. But I mean, you guys can imagine it's just gonna hang here from the loop. I'll take one of these clips and I'll put it just behind it so I can have my arrows right there. But that's pretty much it as far as being in the saddle. Now, how do we get down from here? Okay, so we got our rope. This is the very important part that I was telling you of why you need one of these pull-up ropes whenever you're doing the one stick method. Well, right after I bring all my gear up, what I do is I put this right there, and that will stay there for the entirety of the hunt. That's gonna stay right there. I'll put all this excess into my bag and that'll stay right there the whole time. So I'm gonna get down, I'll take the other side, the opposite side of my rope, and I'll just go ahead and pull it up here. All right, so I got my opposite side. I'm gonna string it to my backpack and to my bow, kind of wrap them all together, and I'm gonna lower this down. Really helps when you have a flat rope like this. You can get this on Amazon because it doesn't kill your hands, because the bow and the bag does get heavy. But I let my bag and bow down just like that. So let's pretend my bag and my bow are on the ground. This is exactly how it's gonna look. This pull down rope is gonna be down there, and it's gonna be attached to this side of our tether. So we're gonna go ahead and pull our gear strap out, put that away right there. We're gonna take off our hip pinch eliminator, folds conveniently right there. Done. So now we're gonna go ahead and get ready to climb down. So one thing you got to pay attention to is if you have a knot in the wood like this, you know, if you can get past below it, that'd be great. So I can, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But if you can't, let's say you have a limb right here, it's not a problem whatsoever. So we can definitely still work with that. Oh, one thing I forgot to do. I do got to remove this in order to get down, because this will not let me rappel down, which is what we're getting ready to do. So I'll go ahead and take this off, stick that back in my saddle. Now, back to where we were. Let's bring this over here. Let's bring this down, secure it. Now I'm gonna work down here. I'm going to lean myself to the side of the tree, and I'm going to do everything backwards right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my platform, just like this. There you go. My platform is off the tree, and I am free hanging from the tree right here. What's nice is about this little pull-up cord on the platform is I have another D-ring on the back of my saddle right here that I can attach it to. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Right there. There it is, attached to my saddle. Now it's off my hands and out of the way. And the next step, I'm gonna push off from the tree right here, take our tether line that was stored away, throw that down, get rid of any knots. So it's down there on the ground. And now we're gonna use our Madrock descending device and push off from the tree and just put this behind us so we can control the rate which we're gonna descend and pull on this lever. You guys can see I can go as fast as I want right here. I can go really fast, and it's be really, really fun actually. You guys can see I'm still attached to the tether. It's just my tether line got longer. And all I'm doing is I'm coming down the tree. So when you get really good at it, you can bounce down and have a lot of fun like that. And there we are. We're down from the tree. So we can go ahead, unclip right here. And now the reason we left this up there is because right now we're just gonna pull on this and watch our rope come down. Give it a little bit of shake. There we go. We got our line back. Now we can come here, undo our D-ring like so. and we have our tether again. That's it. Now all we got to do is pack this stuff up. My pull-up rope goes inside my bag, my tether rope goes inside of this pocket, and we're good to go. We got our bag, we got our bow, our gun, whatever we have, and we're ready to get on out of here. Whew. There we are, guys. That's it. So I just showed you guys my entire process for getting up and down from the saddle. I apologize in advance if it was a little bit messy. I was kind of working against the rain here. And man, that first rain that came down and stopping really left it humid. You guys can see I don't look as pretty as when I started the video for the first time, but hope you guys got the point. I think saddle hunting is something that's getting a lot more popular for good reason. You guys can see, I mean, I got, like I said, my full kit with me right now, and I'm hauling it out. The only thing I'm missing is a bow or a gun in my hand. So it's just so much more convenient to saddle hunt versus hauling in a big heavy climber, making a ton of noise, and just not being mobile. I mean, how many times have you guys gone into the woods and sat a spot with a climber because you're just like, man, I'm too gassed to keep going with this thing. I'm just gonna sit right here. And then you probably just leave it out there. So you gotta make a trip to come out and get it again. Not with this. I can sit a new tree every single time that I want. Sometimes I could even just be in a tree and be like, I don't like this tree, I'm gonna move over 100 yards that way. And I can do that with the saddle. So again, I apologize if video was a little bit messy. I will be making more videos, but I hope you guys like this one. I hope it brought you some value. If you're on the fence about getting a saddle, I highly recommend it. It has changed the game completely. So as far as this video, guys, that's all we have for you today. You guys be sure to follow along, hit subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with somebody, and give it a like, because it really helps out the algorithm, helps out the channel. We're finally monetized. I'm gonna be bringing you guys more videos. I've been really busy with life. My baby girl has a surgery coming up, so I probably won't be able to do opening day next week, but it is what it is. We're gonna take what God gives us. So you guys be good. God bless. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.